Our attention back to that summer sizzle forecasted for everybody today with a heat advisory going into effect starting at 11 o'clock this morning. Now's the time to prepare your home, your family, and your pets for this potentially dangerous weather.
10 News 5's Katie Collette is out in the elements this morning at the oceanfront with tips to keep you cool and healthy during this heat spell. And I can't think of a better place to be right now, Katie.
Absolutely. The heat so far has not hit the ocean front. Again, that's just for now. It's certainly kind of cool and breezy here. A lot of folks out jogging, but that is going to change. And of course, we know folks here in Hampton Roads and in North Carolina, certainly pros when it comes to handling the heat, but even those pros need a refresher every once in a while. So let's talk a little bit about what can keep you healthy and happy today. Hampton Roads in North Carolina blanketed by a heat advisory lasting into this evening, meaning the heat today is dangerous.
The biggest risk, though, really is elderly people who may be disabled and alone at home.
People like Shirley Wilson, who suffers from heart failure and acute bronchitis. She can only handle the heat forecasted for today for a few minutes.
Right now, I can feel my breath is getting shorter.
That's why it's important for the elderly and disabled to stay inside, out of the sun, and in cool conditions. And it's just as important for you to check on them.
The tragedy is that most people with heat stroke are actually found dead at home, so that they become confused, and with that confusion they don't call for help.
Now, for those of you who work in heat regularly, doctors say your body can adjust to some degree, but you need to stay hydrated.
The dangers are that with this heat at this level, and especially on a humid day, you can't often judge how much fluid you're losing. You may think you're replacing your fluids by drinking a glass of water here and a glass of, juice there, but sometimes it takes far more than you know.
Water, and lots of it, will be your friend today. And of course, to get out of the heat, libraries are also a good place to go. And also be sure to pay attention to our newscast throughout the day so you can find out if any of the cities around Hampton Roads or North Carolina decide to open any cooling centers for folks today. It's also important to remind you to bring your pets inside if you can. And if you can't, just be sure to give them a lot of water. And also remember, it's not a good idea to walk or exercise your pets today because the ground could be too hot and it could burn the pads on their paws. Live in Virginia Beach, Katie Collette, 10 on your side.